We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined now by Brian Mulholland. He's the president of Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation. SIRC is their stock symbol. Brian, welcome back to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Don.
Now, you guys are bringing it. I mean, you have made acquisition after acquisition. Sales are going through the roof. Last week, David, your CEO, mentioned you somewhere going to be on a $100 million annual run rate. You must think you've joined this company at the right time.
Well, I like to think that I had something to do with how fast we're growing. Dave and I together make a great team, that's for sure. So he's out, getting acquisitions, and I'm making sure that a lot of the operations are running smoothly, putting a lot of things together behind the scenes.
Well, I was just going to say that as well, because all of this massive growth seemed to coincide with you joining the company.
Well, it's all part of Dave's vision. So it just so happens that, the acquisitions of my company, along with McKay Roofing, all happened at the same time. And that just is what caused the explosive growth and is able to get us to where we are today.
Now, one of the recent acquisitions you made, a company, I think in either North or South Carolina, made you a national company. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's Cornerstone in South Carolina. We're excited about that. It's just going to prove that solar and roofing is going to work nationwide. They're a fantastic company. We're really looking forward to, getting them folded into the SIRC brand and establishing a solar company for them so that they can be double-headed out there, just like we are in San Diego.
Now, a lot of the acquisitions you had made in the past, you basically acquired customer lists. When you're evaluating a company now for acquisition, are you still looking at that criteria?
Yeah, having a great customer history is definitely one of the criteria that we're looking at, and as well as revenue and current management. So we'd like the current management to stay in place and continue running the operations as they have, and then allow us to come in and make a few changes and put our mark on it.
Well, of course, you've been in the business a number of years. Dave's been in the business a number of years. How does it feel to be an overnight success?
Yeah, yeah, 31-year overnight success. Yeah, it's the way things are going is just fantastic. The solar and roofing growth is just starting. It's 11 or 12 years ago when I started, I thought I might have been late in the game, because there were a lot of big players already in the solar industry. But putting solar and roofing together, along with electrical, has really propelled us to the forefront of what residential homeowners are looking for.
Well, speaking of electrical, EV charging stations are now a big part of your business.
Yes, EV charging has been a part of our business, but with the recent acquisition, now we're looking at commercial EV charging and even EV charging in the government arena. So that's going to be a larger part of our business. And the current the way that the current administration is moving as far as doing away with gas vehicles, EV charging is going to be a big part of the U.S. in the future.
Well, I've always said it only makes sense for EV charging to be charged by solar or other renewable energy. It doesn't make any sense to charge it with fossil fuels.
Yeah, that's correct. And now that we have energy storage amply available, we can store that solar production during the day and charge the EVs at night. So it really everything is coming together.
Of course, now that you're a national company, but you're headquartered in Southern California, and the solar season's about to begin, as electricity bills are going to start going through the roof. So your phone's probably going to start ringing off the hook.
Oh yeah, no, it already is. It's already paying dividends to the marketing efforts that we've been doing. March has just been a beautiful month. It's one of the highest production months for solar in Southern California. With little electricity use, because there's not a need for air conditioning. So it's having solar in March is a great plus. And now that the 26% federal tax rate has been allowed to continue for a number of years, that's really propelling more people to go solar.
I know your company pivoted and adapted during COVID. Now that we're slowly emerging from COVID, how has that permanently affected your business?
We have a lot of people that are working from home, and they really like it. So it's freed up office space. We were about to exceed the office space that we had And now with people being able to work from home and proving, to the management that they're able to do that at a very high level, we're able to expand and have more people in the office and kind of a hybrid crew, right? Some at home, some in the office, taking turns back and forth. So that's I think one of the effects of COVID.
Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, SIRC. Brian, we're very proud of your company and the growth we've seen over the last several years. Thanks so much for joining us.
I appreciate that, Don. Thanks for having me on.